Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions.
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way. Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
So, may I...
I'm not bothered. What?
Do you know...
Yes?
How do you...
I'm fine.
Speaking of...
My father...
Forgive my...
Why should I?
You have a roof over your head?
That's exactly what my father says.
If life here is so terrible for you...
I don't go outside.
So that's why you...
I'm not afraid.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used...
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my...
Have you...
I don't go out often, but yes.
But you...
Am I not?
Goodbye, young...
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
It's locked, all right.
You again? What do you want this time?
Why do you keep on working for the gang, Joe? You know it doesn't suit.
It's true, I hate this job. And
You could leave tomorrow. Start an...
That's easy for you to say, Doctor.
Harry doesn't seem happy living.
I've always put my son's interests above everything else.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr.
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me.
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peters?
The name is...
Harry,
You
really...
He's my...
Since the...
No one will...
Do you have...
Only one.
Goodbye, Mr.
I'm cheap and I'm clean, I promise.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Good evening.
Shane.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London.
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time.
Are you...
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room.
Why this...
How can you speak about starvation if you...
Goodbye, Mick. Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know... Don't you see we're on the same side?
I'm nothing like you.
Yes, you are.
I have to admit your words have conviction.
It's locked.
Can you hear my voice? I need help!
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's... It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, doctor. He's still bleeding, doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, doctor?
I can't see. Yes. Yes. I have this, nurse. Allow me to finish the procedure alone. I need the room.
I'd prefer to stay and see this through. This is my patient, doctor. I have needle and thread for stitching the wound.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, doctor!
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, doctor. We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could? Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Bedside manners. To what do I owe this courtesy?
It's locked, all right.
This is an unfitting place for the illustrious Dr. Reed. You should... I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable...
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed...
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
This one stinks already. Stupid beast! Bloody leech!
This is no place for you, sir. I said go back home.
It's a leech! Kill it! It's on him! It's on him! Fucking fast!
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in. If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must...
We've not been formally introduced.
I am Darius Pet...
So Dorothy's real...
Like myself and many...
She seems
more than...
I know, but... How do you mean... Do you have it?
Who knows? I have a bat.
Don't be...
It's quite...
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of return?
No. Who will assist Dorothea helping our comrades now that I die?
A gun?
Worse than a week-old lavvy.
How are you?
I'm not your...
Good.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
can't believe I'm doing this. Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Kill it, boy! It's a bloody crime! It's too strong! Fucking beast! Burn it, boys! Over there! There's one of them!
I have this thirst for blood. I'm sure Albert would like to know he's been accepted by the Wet Loot Boys. How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
Free? You may...
You're all fancy words. No.
Goodbye, young man.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
You killed him. He trusts...
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but new...
We are vampires. We live by leeching...
The situation is somewhat awkward, nonetheless.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiry.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state.
The case is closed, your ladyship. The person who...
So who was it? Thank you, Jonathan. That is exactly what I needed from you.
Thank you, my lady.
If you have an inclination to learn more about vampires or your current situation, I will be glad to aid you in...
I don't understand. Why was I created?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treats...
So
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to...
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway.
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
I've been hearing a voice talking...
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst...
Excuse my forwardness, but...
Me? Goodness, no. Only...
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
A vampire?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the...
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain, more than likely it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once...
They have seen better days, but...
You make them...
More a society...
Are there many vampires here?
Immortals are of a rare breed.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity...
You mean your maker? No.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover...
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember...
That sounds like a lesson...
Vampire politics are...
I've been away from London.
Things have...
The Spanish...
Yes, but it's not just that. I've...
What is it you...
Fear has long since flown.
Why did you...
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that...
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be...
What type of vampire is a Skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital? What do you know about this Brotherhood of...
The Brotherhood is well known amongst...
And no one
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire...
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
And who bestowed upon you?
My maker. He left this isle.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have...
I bid you... I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Yes, Jonathan?
May I ask...
Please do.
I bid you farewell. The flower's dying. It needs water. Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it. Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here, but it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
I admit it did occur to me. Blood seems to be the common factor in all of this.
I totally agree. We're in uncharted territory here. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but imagine the possibilities.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Time has lost its effect on me.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find out about what happened to us. I swear. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable. My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength. I can't believe I'm doing this.
What do you want? Somebody help! Who are you? What do you want?
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Carnage. Is Father Whitaker's disciple among... This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail. It's locked. Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. One thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How can I? I've destroyed my family. My poor mother. I can't even console her.
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor inquiring about the epidemic. May I...
A doctor?
All right.
And off to church he goes. A newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin. Forget your old, weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
I shall fear no evil! God walks with the power of the Lord commands you!
This man stunned me with his crucifix. This is not good news.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures.
Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She has been laid to rest. That's all you need to know.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been hurt, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all. Hello again, miss. Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me a stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. You don't seem to need my medical attention for now. Very well.
Some of us come to this world already touched by grace. Oh, Camellia, the silent flower of white chapel, an angel made flesh.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you any news of Nurse Crane?
It appears the dispensary is now a major source.
Goodbye, Mr.
I cannot enter.
Away with you! It's down! Finish it! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you.
fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
You selected me. Chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
Are you worried about the situation?
Of course, you're right.
But you mentioned a dead patient.
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else.
Hey.
And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
So,
But I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
what's up?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well.
Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
It's Twinkle Toes.
Shouldn't you be asleep?
If you don't mind, I have a few questions.
I'd be delighted to help.
I just recently met the strangest...
Perhaps it was a skull.
It was a vampire, but what kind, I'm not...
If you find anything more about this creature...
He was observing me with the
No
obvious
way.
intent to do me harm. His very presence evoked a palpable sense of...
You need to be careful, Jonathan. You've no idea.
I recently tried to enter a church.
The Brotherhood's research on the matter of faith and... is the wrath of the Almighty. There's no...
It's...
I'm sure...
Who was that man?
Geoffrey McCullum, actual leader of the Guard of Prewell.
They know I'm here.
I understand your need for blood.
Shouldn't you be all
What do they hope to achieve?
Their ultimate...
asleep?
What exactly happened?
Hampton turned, quite violently as it happened.
How did the...
McCullum!
Are you sure it was Hampton that killed Miss Jones?
There was blood everywhere, but no body.
I'll be on
The state
Sunday.
she was in. I fear for what he did with her. Hopefully...
Thank you, Edgar. Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing...
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick.
Thank you.
I think you should talk to...
Thank you, Doctor.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my respect.
And you have my gratitude.
What could...
Bad shout.
How painful
It's so painful, I'd rather...
I'm sure...
Not really.
I see.
Yes, maybe.
What can you tell me about the recent...
I had shouting coming from the first floor. I was asleep when it started.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful.
Despair is a deadly poison I've tasted myself, sir. We're only tempted to drink it because we're terrified by the uncertainty of the next minute.
I know that perfectly, Doctor. For I waited for so long, hoping that the next minute would be less unbearable.
I have...
Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
It's a disgrace. How on earth can patients be attacked in their own rooms?
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motive.
As you say.
What?
I think it was...
What?
Mortimer.
I have read your son's suicide note.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before.
Punish you?
I've known for a long time.
You realize your son could...
I think about it every minute.
You're right. Your son's death was not fatal. And unlike many on the...
I can't give up on him. I just...
Goodbye, Mrs. What on earth happened here?
Oh, Jonathan, I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage scowl.
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the scowl, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, but there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He was bigger than a man, huge in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? The hand of God in action? Are we repellent into heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of...
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
Have you embraced this woman, like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life, unless they ask.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Temptation surrounds us. Rich, vital. How can you resist?
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
Thank you, my lady. Good evening, sir. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, some thanks.
So you won't?
The name's Booth Digby.
Do you know what...
The sad saint. Why on earth?
He was one of my patients.
Ah, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask...
Are you some kind of vigilante?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see? Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck.
I saw...
I could kill you for saying that.
So, tell me about your...
What?
Well, yes.
Oi!
What can you tell?
Things that...
Well, you're not...
Yeah, well...
More of... I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tough.
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know.
Goodbye. Good evening, miss.
Who are you?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke...
The Pembroke Hospital, you say?
I'm not here for...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then?
I'm looking...
Sad saint. I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left...
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the youth.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
Behind all your crude words and your attitude, I sense romance and a soft heart, Miss Cox.
Romance? I have no time for such rubbish. I use Booth like I use everyone else.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened?
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end and looked death in the eyes. The boys will mourn him. Except one of them, maybe.
What can you tell me about your...
I'm a businesswoman.
Gang member and...
If you're in...
Since my...
That's exactly...
Your... What? Really? Don't you think...
But...
You shut...
Take the... Whatever.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know, and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory.
And you're... So you...
Yes, Doctor.
Can I see what you have?
As long as you have money, I'll...
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne.
Any chance you could...
The sad...
Actually...
Really? Well, go ask someone else then.
What can you tell me?
A shithole.
Are you...
No. Well...
What's your occupation?
I take care of it.
You seem up...
I lost the neck...
Sometime.
I just want...
I don't think I was supposed to hear that.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne. Hello, boy.
Did
I scare you?
No. It's just that... people...
Well, I won't.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
Do you know a man who lives in this part of town? A man...
Sorry, sir. I don't know a lot of folks around here. Most prefer...
Well, I don't think you should talk to him. He may be...
Thanks for the tip. You might want to check the Turquoise Turtle. It's a pub not...
Are you
I don't have any.
So you have no home?
No. I mean, yes. I live on the street.
This city has abandoned.
Well, I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's...
Why do you think she's...
I can't say, sir.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a...
I'll see you later.
What's all about?
Have you... Why do
They call me...
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
What do you...
I listen to the news on the docks, sir.
What do...
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work. What with my...
So long,
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back, and hunting all
Not
these...
a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders.
Good
by
evening,
night.
Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me, then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here.
I believe he returned to his flock.
Oh, I bet you're right.
Please, tell...
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the... What? Who? Oh. How could I doctors? Oh, nice. Some. You're. How is it you can? Oh, since. Goodbye, Miss.
I should just run.
Should have offered a drink to the boy.
Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor.
Miss Cavan.
You better ask.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only...
What can you... People... You look concerned.
This is a bad borough.
If you're uncertain about your safety...
I got responsibility.
This place...
We get...
So...
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need.
Your boss must be quite the...
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Excuse...
Something bothering you? What?
Believe me.
If that's...
I'm sorry if I worried you.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up...
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish. Good evening, sir. Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy for...
Yes.
I'm Dyson.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton.
I really don't know.
Who could tell me?
About the sad saint.
Surely...
Sure.
Do you really...
No.
Sound...
No.
I want...
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor. Make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool.
Do you
No.
Do you... What... Why do you drink?
Mate.
You sound...
I speak.
Don't you... Is there... Is there... No... Is there... No
Let me...
All right.
A few...
What kind of tragedy?
It was a...
You lost.
I've lost.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Is there...
How dare...
Why?
Sinister.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
These are good drinks just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
Good evening, sir.
And what do you define as a strange event?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton.
A vampire?
I know what you're thinking.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr.
A man of science.
I'm... Really?
It's not...
Maybe...
Tell you...
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really...
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child...
What
did it? But it's...
So...
I patrol...
How do you...
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have.
Can I help it?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert...
Are you asking me to paste posters about...
If you wouldn't mind.
Goodbye.
Foolish girl and her pretty principles. She's got no idea who she's dealing with.
Look lively! It's on time!
Seems like the guard of Prewen is on Sean Hampton's trail, too.
Try to get rid of this! Want some of this? Don't like that, do ya? I hate leeches!
Oh, so just about to call you back. Like you hanging up on me now? stuff to eat. Finish the game without killing any citizens. Not in a lot of people in story mode. Yeah, well. Yeah. Huh? Hold on. Say that again. Of course I play GTA. You said business wise? So I have the nightclub, the CEO building, the arcade, the motorcycle club, and for those I have the money laundering, the weed farm. I think that's about it. You said what? How much money could we be making right now? You said they've done a lot of patches? Oh, Lord.
This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
Because they don't want people to be rich. Yeah, they shouldn't, but you know Rockstar is the home of making shit expensive for no reason. Yes, he's being bitten. Of course he's being bitten. Because I'm biting. Yaga.
Sorry, sir. No admittance.
This game is so addictive. Yeah. Like I can't. It's like I want to stop playing it, but I can't. Hello, ma'am.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan.
Good evening, sir.
Have we met?
No.
That's quite
Sir?
I'm looking.
What?
You speak.
You.
Is
I think
what would
I drank
you?
those.
May I? Why?
Cold.
As a. What? If you have. You. You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything.
Hey, you know what? I was trying to be nice. I don't like the way you talking to me. Let's go talk over here in this corner real quick. I was trying to be nice. Just telling you I fight for poverty and some more stuff. Because I actually did. But you gonna tell me you don't believe I fight for anything? Alright, we'll see.
What a waste of life. I only managed to be hated by all the people I loved.
Yeah, Are you dealing with ignorance on GTA there?
it's locked. It's locked, all right.
Yeah, it's because that's all they do. That's all they ever do. Because they don't know how to play the damn game and leave people alone.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
A fancy.
And what about
You want?
I'm looking. He was.
Yeah, I'm finna come assist you because that ain't right.
Are you?
Miss.
What?
It's.
What? You,
No. Well, glad to hear that.
Lot.
Just
That.
mum. Some.
Why? And
On the.
what?
I don't.
Don't.
I bet.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
No, I ain't done with you. I need to talk to you too.
See you again.
There's no need for you to clean this floor anymore. This floor will never be clean. It's okay. Just follow me. You can join your sister. Over and over. It's okay. Shh. 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 Shh.
My poor sister. What will happen to her now that I'm gone? Giselle, I'm so sorry.
Anybody else here? I'm not trying to witness what I'm finna do to homie over here. Hey, buddy.
Why the long
Remember
face?
me?
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself.
You better. Cause I swear, let you not be here. I swear to God, let you not be here. I'm coming. Find your ass. I'm coming. So all that blood over there ain't looking like you too innocent. Hide behind what looks to be like a fucking cabinet. Thinking people stupid. Don't believe you, my good sir.
It's in the pits, where the city is darkest. The place you'll find it.
I highly don't believe you, bruh. I feel like you are lying to me. All this damn blood right here. You telling me that you ain't did it? You're lying. I feel the line, and I'm gonna get so much XP from you. You got 6,000 XP, my good sir. I'm gonna get. Whew. I eat your ass. That 6,000 XP is gonna boost me to 12,000. I don't even care if you did it or not. You lucky. I just stripped off your mesmerine here. It's fucking level 6. Mine is on 2. I'ma still eat your ass. I don't give a fuck. Fucking drain you dry. Fucking piece of shit. Killing old people and shit. 2 I just took didn't really have a life to begin with. So. Shit.
Good evening, Mr.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any...
Have you heard...
Of course.
Have you heard of the...
Of course.
Goodbye, and good hunting.
Nigga, I assume that he knows vampire. Strange. Oh,
This is despicable.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to be helping you with that. I'm sorry. Alright, let me I'm serious. I'm actually gonna come help you. I'm finna level myself up and then I'm on my way to come help you. I can't procrastinate any longer. Yeah, fuck them assholes. They're nothing but assholes anyway. Fuck them. They're not important. Alright, let's see. Stamina, blood capacity. Let's see. Hit up this. And up my middle bag. Alright. I keep pressing circle. Oh shit. Alright. I was finna start